Hey guys, am I here? Can everybody hear me? See me okay? Let me wait and see somebody say something in the chat. Hey, see me. All right. Hey, how you doing, guys? Who we got here? Rough Girl Rough, Joaquin Kilpatrick, Jason Clutchy. Let's see. Oh, there's me. I'm in here. Here's Will. Her Monster Highness, Michelle Ferguson, Amanda Duncan. Let's see. Yoho Sapelt, Christian Oles, Slope. What's going on, guys? How y'all been? It's been a while. It's been a while. Been quite a while. I'm back in my bedroom. I just wanted to Martinez. What's up? Paula Rose. Let's see how many are watching here. I can't even see. 19. There's 19 of you now. I just felt compelled. We had we had 7 inches of snow yesterday, man. I didn't get out. I didn't get out of the house till like 2:30 or 3 o'clock to head to work, and then I worked till dark, and it started. The road started freezing really quick. Steph Snow. Speaking of snow, Paula Rose. Paula. I do feel a lot better. Unfortunately, now Chris and my son are they're they're both sick now, and I feel so bad about that. Joaquin says more than we got in Michigan. Now that is shocking. Matthew Smart says typical weather for me in England. Wow. Yes, dust on the motherfucking throne. And I am drinking alcohol tonight. And this is the first time I've ever done this with you guys, but I don't know. It just felt like a wine kind of night. Could have picked up a 6 pack of beer or something, but I don't know. I kinda enjoy wine buzz. Paula Rose, yeah, it is a lot for us down here. It's see, the most I ever remember in my life was the blizzard of '93. We had like 12 inches. I think it's the most of my whole life. Slope says all day IPA here. Yeah, I'm not into that what is it? Um, India Pale Ale or whatever it's called. Is craft beer and IPA the same thing? I've always wondered that. Will, that sounds like a fishing story to me. Let's see. Fort Bragg shut down. Damn. Well, all I know is Walmart closed yesterday at 3:30, and if Walmart closes, knowing how many people um, flock there when there's a threat of bad weather, it's pretty bad. But it just came out of nowhere. I mean, the weatherman was saying like a 1 to 3 inches or something like that, so nobody really panics. But 7 inches that got us, and then it got up to 41 today. So the shit started melting, getting on the road, and then man, as soon as the temperature dropped again, the roads are bad. I was fishtailing a few times. Proto Stark. I'm on glass number 2. I'll finish this bottle before we're out of here. Will, you're right. If Waffle House closes, the world is ending. I'll tell you a story. I mean, it could be some, urban myth or whatever. But my dad said that every time that they build a Waffle House, um, they take the keys and they throw them out in the area where they're going to be have the parking lot, and then pave over top of it, because once they open, they never close. And I mean, that seems a little ridiculous to me, but I've bought it for my whole life. I always remembered that. Steph Snow, yes, I do. I drive a little tiny pickup truck, a little tiny Ford Ranger. Used to have a nice big 4-door Dodge diesel dually with lariat package, leather. It was nice. And then now I'm driving a little 94 Ford Ranger. My, how times have changed. What color is my pickup now? Yeah, my old one, the one I loved was black. This one's supposed to be black, but it's more of a faded black, like a smoke color. Now, there's nothing wrong with the Ford Ranger. It's a little 4-speed, pretty cool. Everybody needs a pickup truck to haul some things. Deborah, what's going on, man? I feel a lot better. I do. Runs with squirrels. I hear you. Eat up. I see Cameo in the house. What's up? How many we got? 32 now? Yeah, man. I felt compelled to come on here tonight. Well, one, I miss you guys. I do. It's been a while since we've had a one-on-one. And Cammy Toe in the house. Mike Bushnell, what's up, brother? But got a bad email from YouTube. YouTube says, and maybe a lot of you guys have heard, YouTube says that starting February 20th, or February 20th, if you want to say it the way it's spelled, starting on the 20th of the second month of this year, any channel that does not have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of view time, they're going to disable all monetization. And so that affects me because I have the subs. I have, as you see, I have like 1,544, I think, before I came on tonight. And, but I only have 3,400 hours of view time. So I need 600 more hours in the next 30 days. 600 hours of view time in 30 days. And for a little channel like mine, I'm not feeling too good about that. Slope says, what bands did you roadie for? I was roadie for local bands here in the Charlotte region. I never any big bands, but we traveled. I mean, it's kind of regional, and so, I mean, I was a teenager. It felt like rock stars. We lived like rock stars. My God, the memories. Man, it was back in the hair band days, and let me tell you what. Holy shit. What we would do, what was cool about those days, these young kids will never understand. I'm going to turn on this fan because I'm buzzing pretty good. I don't drink much. I usually drink one time a year, and that's Groundhog's Day, which that's coming up February 2nd. And that's me and my buddies, buddies from back in those days, those dudes in that band. We were all high school buddies and shit, and some other local guys from the scene. We get together and hang out, and this will be our 17th year doing this. That we Because you grow up, and I mean, we used to all be roommates and shit, and everything was just freaking wide open, and then you grow up, everybody gets married off and has kids, and you kind of lose contact, and so we made a vow, and it was like we all left our wives one weekend and got together and said, let's hang out for old time's sakes. And it just happened to be the date that we did that just happened to be 02/02/02. It was February 2nd of '02. So we were like, man, this is just too cool. Yeah, it's Groundhog's Day and all, but look at the date, man. It's all twos. So we ought to make this, the first of, we ought to do this every year. We ought to say, screw the wives, you know, let's get together and hang out. And that way, I mean, all we do is just reminisce about old times and old adventures that we all were part of. The Glory Days song, like Bruce Springsteen had. He was dead on in that song. And so anyway, it's continued. It's a huge tradition now. And what we do is every year or so we'll invite another person. I mean, there's no girls allowed. And basically, the amps get turned up to 11 and fucking rock out, man, and hang out, and what was one night has now turned into a whole weekend, and we have a blast. And you'll probably see me on there because last year I did go live. And they had me singing Tom Petty. Um, oh, why no girls Deborah Bree love? Because that's the whole point. You know, there were always girls in a way back in the day. It's like, I don't know, um, like this old man who used to run this poker house here, here close by. He's dead now, but I used to always go there and play cards my whole young adult life. He always said, if you want to have trouble, you allow girls and alcohol in your establishment. And I allow neither. And we never have any trouble. And he was right. So it's just a lot of pissed off men and money exchanging hands. But but nah, me and my buddies do this every year, and we talk about a lot of girls, and we talk about. I'm gonna turn this fan on, and if it's too loud, let me know. All right, and I'll turn it right back off. But my God, what do you think? Be honest with me. Be honest. Is that too much? Because it feels incredible. Yeah, you guys will end up seeing all my tattoos if I don't turn it on. Cameo, your tie dye shirt is prettier. Yeah, I just I took a shower earlier and I grabbed one. I didn't really look at it, but what do you guys think about the YouTube thing, man? Or you want to hear about some of my old rock and roll days? They were pretty damn interesting. Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, so first off, fan cool? Is the fan cool? Tell me that. If the fan's cool, we're cool. But what I was gonna say. All right, Rosemary, thank you. All right, so here we go. What I was gonna say about the kids today, um, they have no idea what it's like, man. I was, um, I was like the roadie, but I was also, best friends with all these guys, and I was the artist, and I would draw these flyers, you appearing at Fargo's, you Friday and Saturday night, and draw all this stuff on there. And uh, God, I wish I had some to show you, man. But then you take them to a copy place. They print off, hundreds of copies of them, and you take them and you go where another band's playing, and you go, hit all the damn windshields um, of the place, and it was those were the good old days, man. And try to get as many people in there as you can, and man, we have my kids tell me Facebook's for old people, but yeah, so they can just make a post on social media and pack a place out, I guess, if that's still the way things go. But fuck no, we went out hardcore, putting flyers everywhere and trying to get as many people as we could. And since we had a lot of young girl fans, um, we'd fill the fucking place up. They'd be like the owner of the clubs would say, they'd say, didn't sell any beer, but source sure sold a ass load of sun drop. All these red X's on the hand. But Jessica Shook. Hey James, how are you feeling, buddy? Jessica, I'm feeling pretty damn good right now. I'm just disappointed. I'm really bummed out about this whole YouTube thing, man, because I don't have the best YouTube channel in the world and or the biggest following, but I do have people who dig me, and the little bit of money I get, it goes a long way in my life, because I make peanuts at my job, and so now they're gonna take that away if I don't get 4,000 hours of watch time. So who knows? If I buckle down, I can get 600 hours of view time. Um, I believe you, Paula Rose. I believe you. Make more videos, and we will support you. I do believe that. And if I buckle down, and I can put out some videos, because I finished the first book of Game of Thrones. So think about that. I have so many chapters I could be talking about, and it's just this damn fucking job. It's getting so old. It's getting on my nerves, man. I had this plan, and I was looking, and there's somebody I'd like to give a shout out to, and that's somebody named Georgia Dog. And I don't know if they're on here, if they but if it wasn't for Georgia Dog, what they contribute to me on Patreon, I would have a pretty rough go of it right now. And Georgia Dog, if you are listening, I'm so sorry about the way the national championship turned out for you guys. I thought you had it, I really did, but it just wasn't in the cards this year, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm not saying that the rest of you guys, the contributions you make, don't help, because they do. But I'm just saying, Georgia Dog, from Jump, I met Georgia Dog at Con of Thrones, and for some reason, they took a liking to me. The Georgia Dog is actually, when I speak of Georgia Dog, it's a couple, and they were super cool to me there at Con. I remember I met them literally at the same time I met Sir Hunt's Reviews. Like bam, bam, it happened at the same exact time. And they asked if they could take a picture with me. I was flattered. That whole thing blew my mind when people recognized me at Con. And, excuse me. Hope I can go back. Hope we can go back this year, because that was super fun. Whether we have a booth or not, that would be super fun. live stream from the con, meet some new people. But anyway, so next thing you know, I'd forgotten all about these people that I'd met, and then I started getting emails because you guys know I love to give my email address out. I I love talking to you guys. Damn, is my battery really getting low? Okay, there we go. All right, I got 20% left, but I don't give a shit. I'll plug it in. Anyway, so what I was gonna say was, let's see. I need to quit rambling. Am I rambling too bad? I am drinking, but I do. I enjoy this. I feel loosened up, man. So if you guys want to catch me and ask me some stuff, man, tonight's the night because I used to make wine. That's something else you didn't know about me. Me and a buddy of mine, we used to make wine, and it was called Booze Brothers Winery, and the logo was the two O's had shades on them like Blues Brothers. You know what I mean? Um, that is trademarked, so don't try to steal that shit. It's trademarked by two rednecks in North Carolina. But we used to make wine, bottle it, and we never sold it. But we had fun, man. We made a Chardonnay, we made Shiraz. Um, what else did we make? We made holy shit. I don't know. We made hundreds of bottles, and it was so fun, and people loved it. I mean, there for a while, that's all I drank was wine, and it was so fun. Jessica Shook says, I need a Robin Ventura poster besides your Nolan Ryan poster. Why don't I just bust my nose and spring some blood up on the wall? That'd be good enough. Um, no, when I was in Cooperstown at the Baseball Hall of Fame several years back, what was that, 96, I saw this framed thing that was like Robin Ventura, the only player ever to get 7 hits off Nolan Ryan in one game. Nolan got him in the head like 40 something years old, man. Um, but Ventura, I think if I remember right, he had. Now, I could be wrong. This could be the alcohol talking. But when he was in college, I believe he had the longest hitting streak in college in NCAA history. I'll have to go back and check that. I hadn't thought about his ass for a while, but when he came up, he was a big prospect, and he had a great career. He had a solid career, but why did he charge the mound on Nolan Ryan? You don't do that unless you're Dave Winfield. And Nolan said in interviews after that, he's like, ever since Dave Winfield charged me, I promised myself if anybody else ever charged me, I was gonna fucking defend myself. And he did. He did really good in that fight. And I'm gonna tell you, wouldn't you hate to be Robin Ventura after that? God Almighty, all those cameras. Let me check. I think I've been babbling, but I think I got a super chat earlier, and I can't. Whoever it was, listen, I can't thank you enough. I don't even know what to do here. Let's see. Let me move this just a tad. You can see my Ty Cobb shit up there on the wall. All right. If I go down here, please show me. Please say it's there. Damn, I don't see it. Somebody sent me a super chat a while ago. I know they did. So 38 people watching. Okay, yeah. My titties? Yeah. Jake from State Farm. Showing my titties. I think I've shown y'all my tattoos on my chest before on one of Chris's videos. I have eight, eight tattoos. But my mom told me when I started getting tattoos, she's like, James, you never. It was Slope, and I did answer it, Amanda Duncan. Thank you so much, Slope. Thank you. See, I'm like, if you catch me looking over here, that's because I see myself over here too. But I'm trying to look right over here. But anyway, oh, my mom told me. Okay, I turned 18. Straight, went straight to. Hold on. Slope. This is a super chat. Now I'm gonna catch it while it's right here. Who hit a homer in their first major league at bat against Nolan Ryan? That would be Will Clark. Will the Thrill. He had a sweet swing. He was awesome. Um, he was college teammates with Rafael Palmeiro, and I hope that's the right answer. I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty good on my damn baseball trivia. Y'all might not want to fuck with me on that. All right, Slope says yes. No, I'm a statistician. That's what I consider myself. Everybody always said back when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was really popular. If they needed like a stats guy, it was me. That's my thing, is the numbers. I've always loved sports numbers and statistics and stuff like that. Oh, that's right. You guys know that I have that other channel, which that channel's in jeopardy. That channel's screwed now based on this new stuff. Legal Jedi. James, what is the most difficult sport after hitting a Major League Baseball? Highlight. No, I couldn't. I couldn't imagine playing highlight. Is that still a thing? That was pretty popular in the late '70s, early '80s down in Florida. Um, I don't know. I would probably say golf. Fucking pole vault. Yeah. No shit. I could see that. Proto Start. I'm with you, Joaquin. Am I going somewhere? No, I don't think I am. $300 if I pull off Chris's hat during the next stream. Make it 5. I'll drag his ass in here right now. might have to get my son to help me, but his ass will come in here. Oh God. Rough girl, sex is like a sport. You don't want to fuck with me on sex either, because I know my damn sex stats too. Um, let's see. Oh, Wheels, I'm in for another 100. God damn. A. Ron says, who's the fastest pitcher of all time? Randy Johnson? Unfortunately not. He said Night King would make a good pitcher. He would. But Chris is watching, guys. Chris is watching. Just keep this shit down. Nah, the okay. There's different takes on this, right? Um, uh, you have Aroldis Chapman. All right, he's with the Cincinnati Reds right now. He was with the Yankees and shit, or I don't know. I might have that backwards. I think he's with the Reds now, but he's a Cuban defector. He hit like 105.4, something like that. And the best Nolan ever did was 100.9. But smoke screen all up in here plotting. They are, dude. They are. And you know how I need money, man. They better hush. I'll be taking pictures of your ass sleeping and shit. Um, but there's a great documentary. If you get a chance, watch it. It's called Fastball, and they break it down based on the equipment used when Nolan Ryan was measured back in the 70s versus the equipment used now for Aroldis Chapman, and they're measured at different like I think now they measure it at about like 10 feet from the release of the pitcher's hand, and if they make up for the difference, I think they said that Nolan Ryan's 100.9 would be clocked at 109 miles an hour if it was measured the same way. So still, maybe Nolan is the fastest of all time. But in that documentary, they speak about another guy who never made it, because he was too wild. But that's a good documentary. I recommend that. It's called Fastball. There's another one called Knuckleball that's really good too. Because I used to be a big Phil Necro fan, and anyway, Ron says he killed that bird that flew by. That was nuts. That is nuts. I was just telling my son about that the other day because the odds of that happening are just astronomical. As a matter of fact, me and Chris just talked about that too. Amanda Duncan, how can we find your Patreon? God damn. You know, I wish Chris was here to answer that. Chris, can you answer that? I thought it was easy. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you my honest guess, and I appreciate you asking because this is scary shit. This happening with YouTube. Um, I believe if you find one of my videos that's not like a live stream, and you might have to go back for that. I think in the description there'll be a thing on there that talks about um, Patreon. I suck at this stuff. That's why I said in the beginning I was about to have a panic attack because I don't even know how to set this shit up. And matter of fact, I need to plug my damn phone in. Y'all care if I give you a different angle for a second? Because I got my phone all upside down and shit. Let's see here. What can I do? Hell, I don't know what to do. Look, story of my life. I'm just a little bit too short here. I'm sorry I'm buzzing a little bit tonight, guys, but I love y'all. I really do consider y'all my friends. And I never do this. I never drink in front of you guys. You know that. It's not my MO. And damn it. My son has I think if I plug this into my laptop, I think it'll charge when it won't. I just don't want like iTunes and shit popping up because I don't know anything about that either. Anyway, I like y'all asking me. I like y'all asking me sports questions. I'm doing pretty good. But do y'all consider me y'all's friend? I mean, I really do. I feel like I see these names and I know you guys. All right, bear with me. I'm going to dude, I'm going to plug this in right here on my side of my laptop because I don't want to lose you right now. Slope says favorite boxing match, Hagler versus Hearns. Well, then I got a present for you, Slope. I'll show you something really cool. I'm plugging this in here. If this screws anything up, I'm sorry. All right, it made the ding. Trust this computer. Your settings and data will be accessible from this computer and connected. I'm gonna hit trust. Hope that don't screw anything up. Motherfucker! It's asking for a password. Can y'all still see me? Am I here? All right. Let me show you let me show you a cool Hagler Hearns thing. This is. Can you see it good? This is the beta version. Do you remember Betamax? Look at this. Somewhere in my storage, you know, I'm going through this divorce. I have a Betamax player, and I've watched this on there, and it's super cool, man. But this is the Betamax version of the fight. This is war. You can see on the back has a tail of the tape and their record and everything. It's one of my prized possessions because I just don't think too many people have this. And God, I'd love to show y'all a lot of my stuff. I've got some pretty cool sports stuff. I got a cast of Jerry Cooney's left hand. You know, he's one of the best left hands in the business. But who will be my favorite driver this year? All right. Fractured and Pierce. I'm not ignoring you, Cynthia. Honestly, I don't watch NASCAR, even though I grew up right here. It's like I know who wins at the end of the year, but I don't keep up with it like I did when I was a kid. But Fractured, I still have about 50 8-track tapes, and half of them are in my cool alligator skin 8-track case. It's really cool with red suede slots for them. It's really cool. Paula Rose says, James, know anything on sport Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighting? I do. I really do. I mean, I don't know what you want to talk about, but I know, man, I know there's gi, no gi. I know some names. I know about, you know, Abu Dhabi, Jiu-Jitsu, you know, grappling tournament every year. Rough Girl Rough. What is the craziest outfit your mom made you wear, James? You know, when I was a kid, I had these cool bell bottoms that that had like, it was like this. There was a rope. I don't know how to describe it. Called a cord. But it was really rough, like twine almost, down the outer seam, and had this big butterfly collar shirt. It was polyester with tigers all over it, right? And so one day, I'll come walking in the room, and one of her friends was tripping on acid. And I used to have a really big blonde afro, really huge. And I just remember he jumped, climbed all the way up to the back of the couch, and was screaming because he thought a lion had walked around the corner because I was like the height of a lion and my big mane and everything. That's a funnier story, I guess, if you were there. But I will show you. I will show you a picture of the afro. Let's see. I hate I'm out of line. I do have a little picture. This is a picture of the semi afro. Hold on one second. I think I need to drink more often. All right. All right. So yeah, this is what you call this is what you call an afro, parted on the side. That's me in a Spider-Man shirt. I don't know how good you can see the afro, but you see it's parted on the side, so it's not standing in full effect like it used to. But that's me on the hood of the car at my grandmother's hair stylist. She used to call it a beauty shop. I don't know if your grandmothers did that, where you go, you get your hair done, and then you wear this cap when you sleep at night and shit. And then when you go out, and it might be raining, they had those little rain caps they'd tie on. That was my granny, and yeah, man, that was me. And I just happened to get this picture the other day, man. And you know what's crazy? If you could see me in this picture and how little I am, I remember this day. I mean, I literally remember taking this picture, and it's so crazy. And I don't know if you can see. This is my mom's handwriting on the back. It says. Now she was probably drunk because my mom got sentimental like me when she got drunk. So anyway, at some point, she wrote on there, "It's me." I told you guys before, my family says weird shit and had weird nicknames and stuff. But she wrote, "It's me, dearling," meaning it's my darling. But she said, "It's me, dearling." And this is my mom's handwriting. So, like, the handwriting on the back of this is more important to me than the picture. So, that's my mom's drunk handwriting right there. All right. I've already seen somebody say, "Cut me off. I've had enough." So, anyway, the point is, who was Legal Jedi? Okay. Who was the shortstop for the 1975 World Series champions? Now, I'm going to guess if it was the Big Red Machine, it would have been Dave Concepcion. But damn it, 75 could have been the A's. Fuck. Who's the A's shortstop? Rudy York? You got me. You got me. I don't know if I feel like it. Joe Morgan was at second base. I believe Dave Concepcion was shortstop for Reds, but I feel like in '75 the A's. Dan Rudy, no Joe Rudy. What the fuck was his name? You got me. I'm sorry. David Ismael Concepcion. Oh, so I was right. Dave Concepcion. Motherfucker. Still got it. All right. Okay. Rough Girl Rough. That's a funny question. This is the first thing that came to my mind. It may not be my worst date ever. I was in Charleston, South Carolina, um, and um, all right. You guys know I used to work at the fair, right? I used to make funnel cakes. I was like the best funnel cake, maker in the history of the planet Earth. That's another story, but that's one thing I can hang my hat on. All right, so I'm out of wine. Don't worry about me getting any drunker. This is as drunk I get. But I'll tell you this. All right, so there's this chick, and matter of fact, I'm in Columbia, in Charleston. I was in Charleston making elephant ears. If you know what that is, it's fried dough with butter and cinnamon sugar on it. Okay, call it elephant ears. So anyway, there was this older lady who worked with me in that stand, and she introduced me to her daughter, and through her daughter, I met her daughter's friend. Well, you work these long hours at the fair, and then you have a nightlife. Excuse me, because at that fair, you didn't have to be up early the next day. You didn't have to be there till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's called the Coastal Carolina Fair. It's in Charleston, and or Ladson, South Carolina. However, it's close to Charleston. But anyway, so I met this girl. She came back to my hotel room, and cute, Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Well, there were too many drunks in that hotel room, and I was one of them. So, but they were like cramping my style. So we went downstairs and got in her car. Uh, and we are down there. There was a dude up in the room jealous. He wanted to hook up with her, but she hooked up with me. And so we're down there listening to music and making out pretty heavy in the front of her car. And I don't know what happened. I have no idea. It's never happened to me before. Um, but somewhere in the midst of all this heavy making out and me trying to be Don Juan, um, I don't know. I'm a talker, you know, and say stuff in the midst of everything, and I don't know. It was pretty rocking moment. But I said under my breath, "I love you," in her ear, and I had just met this girl, and so it was like you could hear tires screeching, and I pull back, and I'm like, I don't love you. I don't know why I said that. Um, I really don't know why I said that. I do like you, but I don't know why I said I love you. And she's like, "Oh, that's cool. I understand." And dude, about that time, bam, on the hood of her car, here comes the jealous dude off the fucking second balcony, lands right on the hood of her car. And I'm like, "John, get the fuck out of here, man. What are you doing, dude?" And it was just there was no second. I don't think there was a second date, but I was drunk, and it was just the heat of the moment. You had these two back to back weird things happen, and honestly, I don't know. It's not like that I ruined anything, but it was just hilarious. That had never happened to me. Usually, you hear the guy, "Oh, that never happens," and they're talking about freaking premature or something. But no, I'm talking about, I literally said, I love you in the midst of this heavy making out, and don't know where it came from. But honestly, I'm glad the dude landed on the hood of the car, because that was such an awkward moment, because I had to say, I mean, I don't love you, but you know, nah, Amanda Duncan, he didn't get hurt. He's done crazier shit than that. But anyway, I I don't know how long this has been going on. Let me collect myself for a second. I appreciate the sports questions. I really do. You know, I didn't mean to kind of get drunk on you, but I did. I did have fun. But what the main thing I wanted to say was this: YouTube is trying so hard to hurt us, especially little channels like me. And you know, Chris has little channels too. He has his main channel, and then he has these other channels that he's trying to grow, and now they're cutting the legs out from under him, and that's not cool. I mean, a YouTube video is a YouTube video, and if people watch it, they watch it, and damn it, somebody is getting revenue from that, ad revenue, and for them to draw the line at such a high point and say you have to have 1,000 subs. Not only do you have to have 1,000 subs, they have to watch you for 4,000 hours. I mean, that's saying a lot, man. That's it really pisses me off, and that's kind of why I want to come on here. I missed you guys. I missed talking to you, and I just kind of want to vent about that, because I need 300 more hours. What did I say at the beginning? 600 hours? I had to go back and look. But anyway, I'm close. I'm like, yeah, 600. I'm 3,400 hours of watch time. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to get you some more videos to watch. Because I'm not asking you to go back and watch all my other videos. But I'm saying, if you dig me and I dig you and I put out this content, man, give it a watch. It'll help me. I've got 30 days to get 300 hours, and then I'll have my. I'll be able to like rest easy for a little while until they change it again. But I'm so close right now. I felt good when I crossed that threshold to begin with, because at first they changed it to where you should have 1,000 subs, and then I had to get to 1,000 subs, and I got it, and I've been holding steady at 1,500 for a while, and like I said, I think I got 1,544 when I started this, and I hope to. Uh, well, I mean, I have thousands of stories in my head, and then I do like Game of Thrones, so I know that somewhere in the middle there's a way that I could turn this into something that could keep me from this hellhole that I go to every day, and I don't need much to survive, but that was my dream, and then now they're going to take away. I've already got up to where I was making a few $100 a month off of it. So it was like getting me hyped, because it's like, okay, if I can somehow in the middle of all this hell figure out a way, because these people kind of like me, if I can figure out a way to weave in some videos, there's going to be a jumping off point, and I can take off and say, boom, I'm out of here. These people dig me. I've got, you know, I thought I had something, and then now they're like drawing the line in the sand further, and it just sucks. It sucks for everybody who's kind of in a similar situation as me, and so anyway, I I hope I'll have to go back and watch this video. I don't know how it turned out. I had fun. I did. Okay, I did. And if I offended anybody, And if I cross the line with anybody because I was drinking, I apologize. But I don't drink much. I drink one time a year, like I told you. So I'm not gonna make this a habit. But I did have fun loosening up with you. And damn, I've been sick for over a week, man. And it felt good to come out of my shell, and let my hair down a little bit. I'm telling you, man, I was sick, and I passed it on to Chris, and now he's struggling with it. And I love all of you guys, man. So hang with me. I'll get you some good quality content out there. I got a lot of stuff up in this noggin. And anyway, I hope you all had fun because I had a blast tonight, and I'm glad I was able to answer some of your questions, and I'm glad you tried to hit me with some sneaky ass sports shit, but you better come harder than that next time. I'll especially if it's baseball, and then older baseball now, newer baseball you can get me, but I mean I'm challenging you. Do 70s, 80s, maybe 90s. Should be good. I should be solid. Any stats or awards or anything like that, bring it, bitches. But I love you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. I don't even know how long this has been going on, but I love you, every one of you guys. And don't forget my email address is dustonthethrone@gmail.com. And I look forward. There's some of you guys that really check on me on there, and I appreciate that. And we have some good conversations on there. So take care of yourselves. I love you, and until next time, Valar Tadias. Let's see if I can do this shit.